Hey, everybody. This is Connie Rose, and I'm with Mrs. Wendy Brennan. We are going to talk to you today about our basic daily routine with the AO scanner. So I'm going to share my screen. We always start under quick scan. So again, it's the first option here. So we go to quick scans, and the first thing we do every day is we run clearing just to clear our aura. You know, it's just a start fresh, right? And then we go to shield because, we pick up things from other people that we don't need to. Now, some people have a more sensitivity to EMF shield. So if that's you, click on that too. And then it just takes another, like less than a minute to do that. And then the other thing that we do on this page before we do any kind of scanning and optimizing is the grounding. So that's where we do that under quick scan. So I'm not going to go through and press all those buttons, but that's the first step before we do our scanning and optimizing. So they developed the easy scan button, which combines the inner voice scan, the vital scan, and the comprehensive scan all in one place. It takes about 5 minutes, I would say. And you would just click on the start scan button, and then you're going to use that 10-second voice clip there. So what I say is I am Connie Nicole Rose, and then AEIOU. And then I just count until the timer gets to 10 seconds. Then it'll do a complete vital scan. Then, based on what was out of range in the vital scan, then it'll do a comprehensive scan, custom based on your vital scan. So I'm just going to go take you right to my enhanced reports from this morning and then go through this, like what I do with this information afterwards. So it's great because you could run the scans, like the voice part, and then just go do whatever you need to do in the morning. So I do a lot of this stuff actually in my bed, and then I get up and get going for the day. So while I'm making my, morning hot tea and all of the, getting my supplements, tells me what I need. So I like the pulse tone page. A hot tip here is, we get to, this is like a mixer to have what you want for what it to sound like. Now, with the different waves, I don't know a lot about the different waveforms, but I do know one thing. If you use square wave, it will support your body's natural ability to produce stem cells. So I am still healing my back and my knees. 4 years ago when I first found Solex, I was in a wheelchair. So I've been making great progress over the last 4 years. And it's still like we're still working on that. So I always change the waveform to square. I like the piano bliss. I taught piano lessons for 20 years. I'm a little partial to that. I really don't change anything else. I set it on 5 minutes in the morning and hit my pulse cycle. I could see what glasses are important for me. Let me show you something real quick under classic tones, because classic tones actually gives you the values of every note. So I know what glasses to wear because they tell me, right, in the colors. However, if there's one, like all of our ranges should be like a slight curve, not real far out. So this morning, this is a perfect example. So my top one was 17.7, and my second one was 10.2. That's a pretty big outlier. So whenever you have those big outliers, either at the top or at the bottom, those are the glasses I really spend most of my time wearing. I don't really change the different color glasses. I'll look at, is the top one the outlier or is the bottom one the outlier? Now the bottom one, the lowest frequency is G, which is 2.1. And look here, we got 2.4, 2.4, 2.4 over here. So that's more of a gentle slope. Whereas at 17.7 down to a 10.2, that's a big difference there. So that's why this morning I was wearing my red color therapy glasses while I was listening to my music. So that's where you get that information is on those classic tones for the color therapy glasses. So I do that for 5 minutes, listen to those while I'm wearing my glasses. Then I also hit play. This is that quick scan audio for the time of day. This is the time of day audio file. So depending on if you're listening to it in the morning, midday, or evening, it sounds different. And then these are the supplements and the that I have set up under your profile under supplements and therapies. And we've covered that on a different video. So I have my little shot glass, my Solex shot glass of structured water that I've used with my Infinity Wand, got that all structured up. And then I imprint right there on my tablet at my kitchen table. And I take those supplements. Then I like the classic view because I keep things simple. This tells me what food I will not be eating today. This is how I use the food sensitivity stuff. So it's very simple. Just these are the foods that I'm just not going to eat, which I really don't eat these things anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. Then I look at my chakras. I really only look at the parts of the scan that I can actually impact. The food I can totally impact whether I eat those things or not. The chakras, we have the chakra balancing frequencies in Cephi. And then I also have playlists for all the meridians. So those are things I actually look at because I could actually do something about it. Some of the other information, like I know I'm never going to do anything with it, so I don't even need to be bothered with it, honestly. Because for what purpose, right? Now, if you have some symptoms that you're concerned about and you want to track those, this is the great report to do that, because what you're seeing here on this particular scan, it's only the things that are still out of balance. Now, when I used to do presentations and I would do this particular scan on people, I would always make them raise their right hand, repeat after me, and say, "I, Connie, now promise I will not freak out when I see all the red." And even though they would make that promise to me, Wendy, they would still freak out because the red is kind of concerning. It's red, right? Like we're trained to see red and think, oh, like danger, danger. The red, it only is going to show red because this scan, just in the inner voice, there's 24,000 frequencies. In the vitals part of it, there's like 850 frequencies. In the comprehensive scan, there's up to, because we don't know how many things it's scanning, just the things that are out from above, like another like several thousand frequencies. So if you look at this is scanned like almost 30,000 different frequencies. That this is all that showed up as red is pretty darn good. So I don't spend a whole lot of time on this kind of stuff. Now, if I was tracking something that I was looking for in particular, then I would like spend more time on it. I don't have any symptoms I'm concerned about, so I'm not looking at that. Same thing with the images down here. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 things out of hundreds or thousands of scans, right? So again, there's nothing I'm going to do about those things because they're not active symptoms that I'm worried about. So I don't do anything. With the chakras, I will go in if there was almost 90+% of the time, they resolve to green. So that's great. If they do not resolve to green, I will make a little mental note and go to Cephi and run those balancing frequencies. With the meridians, again, I have meridian playlists also for that area. However, what you can also do you see these little red lines with the arrows? It shows you the pathway of the meridian. So again, the only one that was really out, there was two that stayed the same, like this is teal, teal. So both of these were low on the gallbladder and both of these were high on the small intestine. So you could, so when the arrow goes up, like you're starting down here at the base of your pinky, I just trace the meridian. I do that a couple times on each side, and I can feel the energy shift. And for me, that's good. I really don't need anything else. I just want to get it balanced again. Same now, this has an up arrow. It starts down here and then goes up above the ear and then ends here. The gallbladder, it goes down. So I start up here, go over my head, down back, and it ends down at my pinky toes. So you could follow the meridian. It's very simple. They've showed us exactly where it's at and what to do. Again, we also have playlists for these meridians. And if you're part of the team, it's on the team boards under the Cephi folder. So you could also play the meridian playlist if that's something you want to do. So that's the basic thing that I do in the morning and how I address everything. Do you have any questions? Does this, this takes, maybe a total of 10 minutes total, and then I'm good to go. Do you have any questions about what I
Yeah.
do?
So, well, for what it's worth, I listen to Calming because it's so zen. I love that one, but I understand as a piano teacher why you would listen to the one that defaults to.
Yeah.
Um, you had mentioned the readings on the bodies where you were showing the movement and everything. You mentioned high and low. Can you explain to people what high means and what low means?
Yeah, so it's overactive. So down here there's a little chart that says if it's in red, that means the meridian's too high. It's overactive. Green is normal, and then the teal color is that it's underactive. The energy is not flowing enough. And so what I've been trained in, I was trained in touch for health, and just by tracing the meridians, or you could even just start at the like, so the triple warmer, it starts here and then it ends, here, just by stimulating the endpoints of meridians. That could also be something you can do. You could take a laser light and trace the meridians. There's just different ways that you could balance those meridians. And again, we have Cephi playlists to balance the meridians also. So it's just based on that red, if it's red, green, or teal, kind of where you're at with it. Um, the
And
great thing
some
about
clients or QLAs have the terahertz wand, right?
oh yeah, exactly. You could run the meridians with that too. Or even the illuminator. Or you could take your 660 band and run it. Just moving the energy is really what your intention is like really so much. I mean, the intention is so much.
So essentially, you're moving in here and
And
you're
then,
visualizing that energy coming through.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And
Now,
one of the important things that I want to say, and it sounds like you have something more to say, but I just want to say to everybody, I've been doing this a year and a half, and I kind of had my own DMO, and I thought it was great and efficient, and I was not connecting with until probably about 3 months ago how very important it is that you make sure that you do this easy scan. Is the one way to do it is to scan and optimize. I was missing that, like ridiculously important, like so important it's embarrassing to admit this to you right now. But I remember Connie telling me that when she got started, this was like 200 a month and they only had a couple modules. So they were paying more and had less, but
yeah,
those were
during our
so
beta,
important.
yeah, our beta testing. Yeah.
Yeah, those were, yeah, during the beta testing days before the company launched, those were so important and so valuable that they could even charge more, right? People were getting great results.
Yes.
And now I'm like, oh, duh, because they were scanning and optimizing every single day, right? And listening to the inner voice. So don't let the fact that we have so many modules overwhelm you. Like if you get started and just work with um, this, what we're teaching here today, which already incorporates your inner voice, you can make great strides. And as you get super comfortable with this, then you can just, start learning different modules. But I don't know what took me so long to realize I needed to be doing easy scan every day.
Well, and like you said, the key word, which is one of my favorite words in Solex, is optimize. So what I explain to people what the software does is scans your frequency blueprint or your frequency biosphere, whatever term you want to use, compares it to that divine, perfect blueprint that we're made in his image of. And then it sends the frequencies to bring us back into alignment, that to optimize. That's what that is. And basically, what I tell people, it's reminding our physical, our heart, our body, our heart, our mind, our soul of get back here. This is where you're supposed to be. Move back over here. Like let's move your frequencies over this way. And the more you do that, the healthier. This is like the ultimate wellness prevention plan, really, because it's gathering things and it's fixing things in the field before they even have an opportunity to get into your body. Now, a couple of things about optimization. You can optimize more often than scanning. So that was an improvement they made, I don't even know, maybe a year ago. So I will tell you, because I look at this food sensitivity list and I take it pretty seriously. If I know I'm going to have eggs that day and eggs show up, I will wait about 20-25 minutes and I will go back into vitals and run that optimize the food sensitivity thing again, and then come back in here and see, like, did it take care of the eggs so I could have eggs later that day? or if it's chicken or whatever I'm like planning on eating for the day, you can really like optimize things, repeatedly. The other really awesome thing I do every day is MultiScan. And we've talked about MultiScan before. And so when I run MultiScan, it scans and optimizes. And because I was just optimized, I wait about 20 minutes. So I imprint things too. And so after I've done imprinting, I go into MultiScan and I do my clients and my family. And because I've already had the big scan done, it's optimizing again. And so the latest and greatest results will always be found in your easy scan. So if I did my multi-scan, that those optimized results will be in my report. So you could either look at the vitals and where you optimized it within there, or you could actually go just to easy scan and it'll show you just the things that are out of balance still. So to me, that is like at a minimum, if you clear, shield, ground, do the inner voice vitals comprehensive, and then that optimizes you. Just make sure your energetic body's good and solid, like with the chakras and the meridians. Know what foods to stay away from, and then do your family. Then it's like you're getting the biggest bang. You're getting like so much for this benefit for your family, for you and your family. So if there's not anything else, we got some more videos we're gonna make. Any other questions around any of that?
No, I think we covered that. So that's your basic, that's the least you do every day, right?
That is the minimum I do. Yes. I do go into Cephi. I erase my jewelry every day. I also take my supplements and I imprint those into water. So I hit on the imprint button, I put my water on the top screen. I put my little shot glass of supplements on the bottom screen. I hit start because Lauren says it'll prepare your body to absorb more of the nutrients. Like if you do an apple into the water and then you eat the apple and you drink the water first, then you're getting more out of the apple, like your body's preparing itself. So I do the same thing with my supplements. That just takes like 30 seconds. And then also in Cephi, I have my custom playlist and I will imprint my jewelry with my playlist. And then I also like to scan any of the frequencies under Cephi that I can scan. I scan to see like, well, what does my body need today? And I'll imprint that into my jewelry. So that's just something fun. That's not as critical as optimizing. A lot of people love Cephi so much. They spend all this time in Cephi. So here's something I want you to consider. Cephi's awesome. And you can broadcast that to your biofield. You can imprint jewelry, imprint water. So here's the question though. Do you think the body will get more benefit out of those Cephi frequencies if you've optimized your body first or if you didn't optimize your body first? We know it's if
Yep.
you
I
optimize.
was I was missing out.
Yes, you
Yeah.
optimize
I
and
was
then
getting good results, but I could have had better results, right?
exactly. Exactly. So with reach, affirmations, chakras, essential oils, flowers, homeopathic minerals, AO minerals, Cephi dots, and AO tune, they all give you an option at the top to scan. So I always am curious, like, what is my body calling for today? And so, and again, and then I'll broadcast or imprint for about, it's like, the 20-second imprint. Or in the case of some of the options, it's 30 seconds. So 20 to 30 seconds, and you're getting everything your body's asking for the day. And then, like I said,
Great.
I follow it up with MultiScan. So everybody that I love is being scanned and optimized every day. And then I'll go to multicast and then like just broadcast those frequencies. So those are a little, takes a little longer, not much, minutes. Like, so if you just have like 10 minutes in the morning, I would do quick scan, clear, shield, grounding, and then do your easy scan and then listen to your inner voice music. That is the minimum. I would take another 2 minutes because it only takes about 2 minutes to do multi-scan for your family. So that's our daily routine. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. like and follow us for more videos that we're going to be continually putting out new content. So thanks for your time.
Bye.